Hey guys, this is Trevor at Stone Death, and this is just another collection update episode where I'm going to talk about some cool shit I got in the mail this week. Haha! First off, though, I'm going to take a little dab to, get my head straight beforehand. Yeah, it's got some pearly girl right here. Really good, fucking just sticky, goopy, waxy, indica, yeah, indica. You might know by now, wax is my favorite shit ever. Everything else is just, too inconvenient. And I'm a lazy boy, so this is my shit. My rig's actually kind of semi-clean for once. You know what? I didn't have that problem where it usually clogs up after 2 or 3 dabs right after I clean it. Which doesn't make any sense. Get it sparkling clean, then it starts to clog. But if it's filthy and raunchy and covered in schmuck, then it hits just fine. I'm gonna replace that shit too, real soon. You hear that? The day's in a minute. Gotta let it cool, because there are no red hot dabs in this dojo. Okay, so the first package I want to talk about is actually the biggest package that I received this week. It was only 3 things, but they're from Life After Death, who you might know for releasing Invoking Paranoia by Sarcophagus. And that's actually why I made this purchase this time, was because I already own this, and there's a red copy, but they came out with a green one, and I fucking can't stop myself. I have no self-control. But if you bother to, change the color, or God forbid, make it alternate artwork, guess what? I'm going to buy the fucking tape again. It's always going to happen. It's 100%. And I know what you might be thinking, is that thing still fucking sealed? It is. It is right now. And I'm not a fucking Discogs flipper. I swear to God, this is not going up for sale, sealed, mint, never been played for fucking $666. It's just sealed because I already have a copy of the tape. I figured I wouldn't get this one out unless something happened to the other one and, I needed a backup to listen to or whatever. But, for the purposes of this video, I think I'm just going to say fuck it and open it up so we can take a look at it. Because why the fuck does it need to be sealed? Anyway, there's no fucking point. It's coming out eventually at some point. It's not like I'm worried about keeping the fucking case all shiny. I can replace it. I have a stack of fucking empties just for that. But, yeah. Clear with the logo. There's a little Life After Death thing there. That's fucking sharp. I always love just a good clear case. Nothing wrong with that. The inlay, all of it got changed green. I mean, there's no reason for it to leave any of it red, so that makes sense. But same as before. There's the Fix My Face Records logo, because I think his name's Cody at Fix My Face. Mastered this, and he's also the drummer for the band. He also plays drums for Sanguisugabog, which is where you might also know him from. But yeah, layout's the same, just all in green. There's the band. All that good shit. Really sick shit. Really awesome. Just fucking, riff heavy. Lots of little, like, 80s type slasher horror movie sounding samples going on. And it's all about fucking smoking weed and shit. Because there's the little devil dude with it rocking a pipe there. I kind of wish I was him sometimes. But that's badass, so I had to grab a second copy of that just because it's a different color. But while I was on the site, I had this weird thing where I'm almost like, am I really just going to buy one thing right now? It's like, is that worth it to me? Like, well, it would be, but also at the same time, it pushes me to sometimes pick up a couple other weird things. And in this case, I got Call the Void. On 7-inch by Avulse. This is a group that I wasn't really familiar with before their last demo, Pestilence Spawn, from Transylvanian Records, Transylvanian Recordings. So this is kind of a backtrack purchase for me to kind of like dig into their older stuff, and I think this is the only other release there is. But yeah, Volse from Oakland, California, Call of the Void. This is some really cool shit. I don't know if it's available a whole lot of other places. And Life After Death might still have a few other copies. I know I purchased it in one color, and the guy who runs it, I think his name's Eric, he had to... Yeah, I know it's Eric, but he had to reach out to me and tell me that they were out of the color that I had picked, which I didn't even remember which color that fucking was, so it's not like it fucking matters to me. I ended up with white, always solid. Let me move that for a second and take a look at the back. There's the band. There's some cool art. I think this is... I actually don't know who did that art. I was going to say Hank Legions, David Mickelson for a second, but I'm not 100%, so I'm not even going to bother. This is a sick-ass logo. I think the logo's been changed since then, but maybe it hasn't. I could be wrong about that. Really sick. Little bifold pamphlet type dealio to cover that up with. And this is a sick band, so check these guys out for sure. You can probably still find Pestilence Spawn up somewhere, I don't know. If it's not still available at Transylvanian Recordings, they're probably going to repress it at some point. Because I think the guy that runs Transylvanian Recordings, I think this is his band. I'm not 100% about that either, because I'm not 100% about anything anymore. But moving right along, the last thing I got from Life After Death is Gloomlord on CD by Worm. The Florida Funeral, Death, Doom, Crazy, Weird Madness. It took me a while to catch on to this album, which is why I think I ended up getting it, now on CD from Life After Death as opposed to like from the band or from, what is this, like, this is Head Split, so I could have gotten it from Head Split, and I know they just put out another tape, and I got this on vinyl recently also from the band itself, because I'm just starting to dig into it, which is bad, because it did come out last year. It was really, really, really highly talked about all the time, and I kind of just, I don't know why it didn't click for me, like I didn't go check it out until super late, but late to the game anyway, here I am. The cover's super cool, sort of that black and white mixed with just the little hint of color that goes with the logo and the green there. The riffs are super fucking badass. Gloomlord by Worm. This is fucking fantastic. I'm really happy that I got this. I'd show you the CD, but it's not actually in the case right now because I've been jamming it super hard in my car. So there is a CD in here, actually. That's Parasitic Ejaculation. I guess that's probably what came out of the CD player so that Worm could go in. Next up is some stuff from Maggot Stomp. This is actually technically two different packages. I got them at separate times, but I'm going to show it off all at once because what the fuck does it matter? And they all showed up this week, so it makes sense. First of all, it's actually the first physical music purchase I made of this year, into January and all. It was fairly early, like first or second, I can't remember. But this is Defleshed by Reptiles by Stabbed. These guys are from New York. This is really fucking nasty, brutal shit. I mean, you can tell by obviously, right away what caught me is the gore cover, because I'm into that shit, and some people think it's, corny, or it's over the top, or it's lazy, or whatever. You're a dork. Just, fine. It's cool. Get into it. Anyway, yeah, I think I made a comment about this being kind of like getting your head smashed with a ball peen hammer over an anvil, but, like, in the best way possible. I hadn't been able to stop listening to it for that whole day after I bought it, and it's still kind of one of my daily plays at this point, just because it's it's so short. I can zip through it real quick just on my way to work or whatever. But I mean, obviously not on my way to work because I drive a car with a CD player. I just mentioned that, but really sick ass shit. Super dope. Yellow with the orange or red print on there. That's fucking neat. I love that. I'm pretty sure there's some more gore here on the inside. Oh yeah, it's fucking zebra getting eaten up by this fucking, I don't know, crocodile. It's probably a crocodile, right? Can't tell too good the difference from that picture. Crocodile, alligator, big lizards of death. Whatever. Super cool shit. I was super excited to have something so cool be the first thing that I bought for the year, which doesn't really fucking matter in the slightest what comes first, as long as I'm supporting some cool ass bands. But at the same time, that was a good first purchase. So then I got another package from Maggot Stomp a little later because the guys over there dug up some old stuff, some leftovers of stuff that was previously thought to be sold out. First off, exploitative practices from Fluids is really fucking cool. I was a little late to the game on this as well back when it came out, so I didn't get a tape. I have it on CD. I really want to snag that vinyl too. I need to do it before it disappears. But the tape just appeared, you know, out of nowhere. They found another one, so I had to make sure I snagged that and add it to my collection because Fluids is badass. I love that shit. It's so filthy, so goddamn disgusting. And I'm just going to use the same adjectives over and over during this video until I beat them out of your brain. But, yep, nothing too crazy layout-wise, you know, pretty cut and dry, pretty simple. That's kind of how they like it, you know, and then, of course, they go all out for the gore collage covers here, which I think a member of the band actually makes these. There's an Instagram page under the Fluids name that pretty much just does a bunch of cool collages like that. Some really sick work. I'm really into that type of stuff. The second tape that I snagged was Cremation Ritual by Ossuary. I tried to grab Supreme Degradation also, but I think there may have been only like 1 or 2 copies of that tape left, and it disappeared really quick. So I probably missed it by like just half a second or so. But I'm really glad to have grabbed this because I don't own any Ossuary. I was a little late to this one as well. You know, just sort of one of the things that I found digging through the Maggot Stomp catalog that had already been sold out when I got to it. But it's still a really good listen, you know, super geared towards old school, you know, super cavernous, little lo-fi, sort of really sunk in the reverb or this sort of eerie ambient thing going, not ambient, but, you know, but super heavy, lots of riffs, fucking gnarly as shit. I love the super lo-fi looking cover on that. I love that kind of shit. Some people don't think it looks kind of lazy or whatever, but those people are dorks. Oh, shit. And I'm just dropping stuff. Yeah, whatever. See, and that's not even like a really super glossy like cardstock cover. This is pretty basic on the inside too. I really like that. You don't need to go too hard on the presentation with like demos and shit like that for me for it to be cool, you know. Sometimes less is more. Anyway, that's it for the Maggot Stomp stuff. I have one more tape. This one's really fucking badass. This is from Barbaric Brutality. This is Nerve Exposure. Baptized in Carnage. This is really fucking cool. Sort of like death grind. So like, you know, death metal grindcore, some really beefy shit. I mean, it's fast and it's brutal and it's got the grind elements and it's got the death, but at the same time, it's got like, if you look at the album cover, there's definitely this war metal vibe going on with like this supreme demon goat lord dude covered in like spikes and leather, and he's got a big old machine gun, and there's like nuclear explosions and people dying and all that shit. So like, and I think, you know, personally for me, when you get into that death grind territory and you're doing it really well, and you're picking up on more of the sort of the grind ferocity and intensity, the speed that goes with that, you're almost digging into what war metal is, because war metal is sort of just the term that they slapped onto sort of like really fast and aggressive blackened death. That sort of bestial black metal type stuff. That kind of what war metal is to me, and that's really close to sort of a death grind sound. If you had taken death grind and sort of just like blackened it a little bit, you know, just some char around the edges and just some details, kind of like this. So this is borderline in that territory for me, except there's no real blackened element in the music so much. There's kind of just that little tidbit on the cover for me, which is, you know, enough to make a conversation piece out of. And I really fucking like the artwork. The color choice on this tape is fucking cool. Those guys over at Barbaric Brutality are always coming out with really sick, really good looking shit. This sort of dark burgundy, maroon, all the way around. I thought it was going to be brighter. I'm actually happy that it's this dark. When I got it, I was like, ooh, you know, that's really fucking sexy looking. And then you got the inside here, pretty basic. You know, the band logo over here, and there's the little Barbaric Brutality symbol from fucking Rusted Winds there. That's really neat. Turned up the right way. Yeah, that's cool. But, you know, I am a huge aesthetics person, so I really appreciate the ginormous contrast from this dark maroon burgundy to the tape shell itself, which is just fucking badass metallic silver. I fucking love that. I don't know how I feel about the logo getting cut through in the middle here and having all this empty space on the one side, but they make up for it on the other side here because this is really fucking cool. You know, logo either side. Really nice lettering across the top and the bottom. Black on silver. Really fucking slick. This is a good looking fucking tape. Great fucking band. Definitely something you need to check out. On their Bandcamp, this release is Name Your Price, but I suggest you give them some money, which Bandcamp's probably going to take most of anyway, unless it's one of their special fucking Fridays. So, but you know, do your part. That's it for all the death metal type stuff and the physical releases. The next two things are just it's black metal again. It's shirts. I gotta take another fucking dab though first. I'm gonna hit some of this presidential berries. Probably can't fucking read that or whatever. But it's a really good hybrid. This one's really fucking tasty. I mean, you know, as far as like the flavor profile, I know people say this shit's fucking tasty all the time, but this stuff has like a good flavor to it. Sorry, gotta exit out of a phone call I'm getting there. That's what I get for recording on my phone. But yeah, this presidential berries has a really solid flavor, which isn't always important, especially lately. Like I got the fucking coronavirus and lost my sense of smell for a while, and none of my dabs were tasting like anything for a while. But so now that I'm kind of getting my flavor back, that's more of an important note to hit for me with my dabs. And this one's got good flavor, really good. What's the fucking brand? Oil Tycoon, I guess, but Oil Tycoon concentrates. But you know, for anyone not watching from the state of Washington in the U.S., that doesn't really fucking matter. So. I like to shout out anyway, you know, you never know who's watching. I probably don't have a whole lot of local followers. I don't think I do. But yeah, that other one was, that I smoked earlier, that was Pearly Girl. That's a pretty nice indica there. Not a huge flavor as far as I can get right now, but you know, like I said, that's still coming back. That one's a Regulator extract. I really love that brand. Super, super consistent with all their stuff. Really good strains all the time. Yeah, really good. All right. No red hot dabs in this dojo. Okay, so this next thing, like I said, is a t-shirt. It's from a black metal band. It comes from Stygian Black Hand, which is a little Brooklyn, New York label. They might actually not be in Brooklyn anymore. I think they might have moved, and I can't remember where exactly to, but, you know, because information gets crossed up. But this is fucking a really dope-ass logo shirt for the band Impure. Really cool. Runs a little small for me because this is a 2X and I'm a 3X, and I know maybe I should just lose some fucking weight, but I'm getting to it, so whatever. But, you know, nice print. Good and clear all around all the edges and the details and shit. Don't need to spend too long on that because it's a shirt. Next up is another shirt from another label. This one's Banner of Blood out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And this shirt, this is a long sleeve, the 4-side print of Commodus, Moonlight Metamorphosis. So right here you got your dude with your logo, your little baby suckling on the Wolfie's titties or whatever. You got your dope ass, lo-fi raw ass black metal border logo all the way around with the super duper black and white grainy photo of whatever the fuck that shit is. Then you got the band logo, or the name in the big fat letters, and you got the logo repeated down the side. And on the back, Emperor Dorcas himself. If you can see, that is actually him. Whatever, Lepidus Plague, or, whatever. I mean the term Dorcas endearingly because I love this shit. I love the aesthetic. And if you don't know, Commodus is a one-person raw black metal band, project, I should say. Out of Australia, a lot of music about like Roman paganism and just other themes, just weird shit. Not your everyday typical black metal band as far as content or in sound. So really neat there. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for stopping by for another collection update where I just fucking tool around with some cool ass shit that I got this week and maybe inspire some purchase. Some of this stuff may not be available anymore, but that's okay as long as you go and check out the bands and listen to some tunes and I don't know, get real high and do what you do. Yeah, but thanks for watching. Come by and see the next one. Take it easy.